I'm ready. After everything was set, I whispered to her, "Oh, now we're all here! That's so cute, right? So cute." Then I sat behind the white curtain, hiding myself. Man Soup sat next to me, holding the drum. The lamps in front of the curtain by the fire. Oh wait, the fire is really extinguished now. Look at them eager in their eyes. Pooh! In my left hand, I held two. Okay, it's not the story yet. My left hand, I held two marble sticks guiding Zhang Fei's preferred spear in battle. With the two more sticks in the right hand, I steered his legs and horse, urging him onward. Clang, 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 clang. Then rhythmic drum filled the air. I looked over and saw Mansup starting to drum. As the drums rolled, she chimed in with her voice. This time, though still hushed, it carried more intent. It wasn't just a hum anymore, she was genuinely singing. Maybe she hadn't practiced much before, maybe just watched her father perform. Oh, that's a rap! That's a rap! Maybe she hasn't practiced much before, maybe just watched her father perform. But to make sure the play enjoyable, for the lambs, she was giving her best shot. Shadow play needs teamwork. She acted seriously, so I had to keep up. I focused watching Zhang Fei under my control. He wielded his serpent spear, bold and fierce for the city gates. I imagined brave hero with a leopard headband. With a bated breath, I moved the sticks and controlling the puppets, the shadow dancing on the curtain. I brought my vision to Zhang Fei to life on the curtain. Man Soup played the drum softly while singing along, and I followed her lead. I brought Zhang Fei onto the stage and then introduced Lu Bu, Guan Yu, and Liu Bei one by one. The lambs were all eyes watching the curtain intently as they clapped along with Mansup's drumming, adding to our performance. However, when it came to time to control two characters battling on once, my hands couldn't keep up. One hand struggled to manage one character, resulting in awkward movements and a lack of coordination. Mansup noticed I was having a tough time. She kept singing but got up, handed the drums over to Kua and Hunger. She sat beside me, taking Lu Bu from me. She joined by Zhang Fei on the stage. The weapons clashed as they fought fiercely. The battle reached its climax. Mansup began to sing again, and the lamps in front of the curtain started drumming along. Even though the rhythm got a bit messy, it added to be fun. Before the curtain's drums thumped steadily, while on it, weapons clashed and figures swirled in frenzy of action. The curtain was full of action, and we all got lost in the spectacle. Oh. The three heroes' battle Lubu was done. Big puppets dropped like lost their parents, flopping into the stand. She stopped singing and the lamps put down their drums. Even afterward, the lamps were still excited for a quiet while. For Hunger and Q, where it was their first shadow play experience, they were curious how we controlled the puppets in battle, so they eagerly peeked behind the curtain. For Kyunghwa, it was her first time seeing shadow play since she's been away from her family so long. I don't know what she saw last one, but she seems to be reminiscing about something special. For me, this shadow play seems to have finally brought me out of the darkness of the past. The bangs were replaced by drum beats, cries by laughter, and firecrackers took a new meaning. The shadow play overshadowed the nightmare. Aww. My hunting past, the explosion of the 6th year of the apocalypse is slowly becoming something I can face. Aww, that's so, progressive. Soon after the lumps dozed off, Mansup and I tidied up our things in a wooden box and have a brief chat.
Liang
What's amusing?
他们挺喜欢我们演的戏呢，不仅看得投入，还等我们一起演。
They are. We're uniting.
我们都像是一个戏班子了。
A bandit with a poor little girl isn't much of a trope, though. I grinned, replying to Mansup. After saying that, I suddenly froze my smile and stayed silent for a while. Just now, without realizing it, I didn't call them lambs, but used the term girls for the first time. Aww. That surprised me and made me feel a bit comfortable about the change. Sure, I made up my mind to protect their lives and not sell them off as a lamb dishes anymore. But when I reach Jizu, I still have to sell them to make money. Maybe it's best not to get too close to them. In the end, I'm still a bandit. Mansup seemed to catch on my different way of talking and quiet pause. She didn't say anything about it, just quietly put the wooden box into the pack horse back. I thought she was going to sleep, but then she suddenly asked me a
话
question.
说梁爷，有件事我还是很想知道。
What's
梁
up?
爷说过，你和你爹曾因今后要做什么而闹矛盾。很久以前，在那一场大爆炸发生之前，在梁爷小的时候，
I
你
want to
想
be a
成为什么样
doctor.
的人呢？
Still curious about that, huh? She sure doesn't let things go easily remembering stuff I didn't even tell her back then. That's my own secret, and it's been so many years since then. There isn't much to say about
为
it.
什么呀？
I was getting fed up with her constant pestering. And then she spoke up again.
那这样吧，梁爷若是同我讲你的这个秘密，我也告诉你一个我的秘密。
Her secret? This last seems to be hiding something from me all this time. If I could find that out, it might put my mind at ease. I could agree to this exchange condition. Fine, it's an old dream back then. Doesn't matter much now. I'll spill the beans. I let out a sigh. This last really got me curious. I really wanted to know her secret, so I gave in. When I was coming of age, I loved watching plays. They often featured me different kinds of heroes, some like gods, some generals, some were like knights. The first two seems too distant to me. I knew I couldn't suddenly gain divine powers, and I didn't feel like a talent to lead the armies into battle. I always dream of being a knight. Just me, my clothes, and my sword. I dream of traveling around, doing good deeds, helping the weak. I wrap up my sharing dream. Yep, my dream was back then was quite naive and pure. Just like most boys around, I wanted to be a knight. Mount Soup didn't seem too surprised, like she already knew my dream. Then after a moment of, she asked me a question.
为什么梁爷现在没这个梦想了？
She asked, her tone serious, no more playful expressions. I gave a wry smile. Because in this world, there's no place for a knight to thrive. After the disasters that year, I wandered, and everything I saw and heard along the way shattered my dreams. Oh, that's so sad. Those who died were often righteous and kind, while those who survived were selfish and cunning. Knights thrive in times of peace and perish in times of chaos, while villains thrive in chaos and perish in peace. Really, we're in troubled times. I said this word grimly. I've told you what I dream of. Now it's your turn to spill out the beans. What's your secret? I glanced at Mansuk. First fire, after hearing about my crash dream, she ought to tell me something too.
好，讲之前想先说一句，
Mansuk lowered her head, slightly seeming remorseful. I gotta be on my guard. She might dive onto me too.
其实我之前跟梁爷说爹娘在洛阳等我，是骗梁爷的。我的爹娘早就死了，现在家里只剩我一人了。姐姐死后，爹娘曾去闹，腿要派人断了他们的粮，爹娘没多久就饿死了。
I'm still curious if she really does have a sister, like, really not in your flashbacks.
我拿了他们最后留的粮，一路逃荒，死里逃生，才到了华州。
Said it calmly. Finding out all of this sudden made sense, yet was unexpected. She always seems off. Risking everything for revenge when her parents were waiting didn't add up. Turns out they weren't waiting, they were gone. We're going to Liang for revenge.
家里的人都死了后，我本来也没想独活，我活到现在，就是为了有一天能。
I asked and she replied firmly. Her voice held strength tinged with elusive sorrow. We went quiet, no more words between us. Tonight, it hit me. We're the same. Lost our homes into the chaos, both orphaned and alone. But where I become wandering villain, she turns into a vengeful spirit. Thinking back to when she stabbed me, then our first brawl, I got her solitary vibe now. I told her, lie to me and I'll wipe your family out. She went quiet, walked off alone like a stray cat. Because her kin were gone, nothing left for me to hunt down. Could I help her get revenge? I tell her to forget it. If I were her, could I stop myself? Could I find the guts to go for revenge? I didn't know. With so many questions spinning around, I finally fell asleep. The fun from the shadow play was gone, leaving me feeling down, just wanting to dive into the dreams and forget about everything. Tonight, I slept deeper than ever.